Good morning, family and friends from the homesteading grandparents. Well, this morning, it is a beautiful March morning. I think the high today is supposed to be about 68 degrees, and we're going to get started on this fence that we've talked about, building a new fence for our dogs, moving them from where they're at a little further out. So that's what we're going to be doing this morning. We've already got some holes dug and some posts put in, but we've got several hundred feet of fence that we're going to put in over the next several days and probably the next couple of weeks in between our 5 to 3 job. And I know this isn't the most pleasant background to have behind us, but poor lemon tree, I think it is going to make it. Scratch the trunk down there and it's still green, so here in the next several weeks hopefully we start getting some budding. Freeze just took a toll on a lot of different plants around here, but I believe these guys are going to recover. And of course our martins, they've showed up. The scouts have anyway, and they're starting to circle around, and I heard them again out here this morning. Won't be long, we'll have a lot of activity with them. Looking forward to that. They're always a pleasure to watch. Like I say, we've got several hundred feet of fence we're going to have to put up. This is our good portion of our lumber and materials here, and so we got a lot of work to do. Get the holes dug, get the posts set, concreted in, and then we're going to use a deck board as our rails. We'll have 3 rails across. And as far as where we're going with the fence itself, we come down here by this orange tree, and then we're going to shoot straight out towards that fence. Just make kind of an L, come out towards that fence there, and go back towards that oak tree by the tub farm. In between that oak tree and that pecan tree is where we'll go across and tie into an existing fence over there. It'll be a good run area for the dogs, and get them moved out, and we'll be able to clean up that backyard there where the pool is at, and it'll be a little bit nicer. Well, here we are out this afternoon after we got in from work, punching a few more holes in the ground. Getting ready to set a few more posts. We're on the home stretch. That's 65 feet across there. Got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Working on our sixth one. Sixth hole, that is. We'll have a gate down there, so 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 total. We've got all the rest of them in now. All the way back around. Little here, little there, and we will get it done. Hopefully this weekend we'll be putting up rails and stretching some fence, hanging the post, hanging the gates. Get it wrapped up. Yeah, we'll see you here in a little while. Good morning, family and friends. We are slowly making progress on the fence for the dogs. We got our gates hung. We have put up our rails. We are using 5-4 treated deck boards for our rails, and then we're using galvanized ring shank nails to secure it to the post. We will come back and stretch our wire across the top of that. And here we've got, this is where we're going to have a lean-to for the dogs. We got it formed up, getting ready for concrete. We still have to backfill in and around the forms with sand and then put our wire in there. We'll get that done probably, tomorrow. We got the sand ordered, and then we got our rails all the way around now. You can see, and we got our other gate set. You can see back over here, got our other gate set there. We got all of our rails. The only other place that I want to add some additional rail is in this low area right over here where it drops off. I'm going to add me another deck board in there so that the fence can go all the way down to the bottom. And then up front, it's kind of hard to see here, but there is on the rail on that front fence up there, it drops off over there, and we're going to do the same thing. We'll add another deck board in there, and then we'll put up our fence, stretch our fence, secure it with fence nails, and then I'll come in here with these posts and put some kind of a angle on here, but we'll cut these posts off, 45 it or whatever. We'll put something there on that post to get those cut off. Okay, so progress continues to be progress on. Well, this morning it is fence stretching and fence installation time. So we've got welded wire, I think it's 12 gauge is what we bought, 2" by 4" rectangle, and we're putting it on the outside of our rails. You see our come along right down there. And we've got it attached to this post here, putting a little bind on that wire, stretching it, using fence nails, just attaching it to that rail. We've got this side over here completed. Well, I say completed. We have our wire stretched across this section here, and we're going to come back in and put a filler in down there at the bottom, hopefully keep the much from getting out there. But we're about halfway through this morning with our wire. We got another long stretch, 2 more long stretches over there, so we'll get that up, and then tomorrow I think we're going to pour some concrete for that little area for the lean-to for the dogs. Coming along, won't be long. Well, here we are about a month and a half after starting the fence project, and for all practical purposes it is complete. We have a little bit of caulking and painting to do on our dog lean-to that we built, but all the construction is completed. You see, we come in and we set our post, put up our rails, and then see, we angled our post to keep the water running off of it. We used a 12 gauge wire, welded wire, which provides a little bit more strength than I think the other option was is either a 14 or a 16 gauge, so we went with a 12 gauge. But gives us more running area for the dogs. They've been out here for a week and a half or so now, and they've been enjoying the extra running space. You can see here we had to compensate for the elevation change. We just stepped it up a board higher and raised up, and we did that one more time right over in here on this section. Had to step it up. Here you can see the ring shank nails. We use that, and then staples with the welded wire. And then we got our little dog lean-to. Got a slope on the metal roof for it. Poured a little foundation, little concrete foundation. Sided it. All I got to do now is do a little caulking around there and paint it. We'll paint it the same color as the house. There's our gate. We have a little bit of work to do here. When we installed the gate, that gap right here that you're seeing at the bottom and the top, it was actually the same. And with the weight of that gate, it's pulled on this post here, so I'm gonna have to come in and tie this post, tie it in with the other metal post there, and brace it off to straighten that back up. But just the weight of that gate hanging down. But that's our fence build, and I'm gonna call it 99% complete. And we're loving it. The dogs are loving it. And we've got started, now that we got the dogs moved out, we got started working on our patio up there. We've got it all cleaned out inside, pressure washed, Clorox down, and we'll show you that. We're going to take that screen off of the outside of there, and we're going to put some windows in that. But we'll show you that as it comes along. Well, that's it on the fence build. Really appreciate you guys' support. Appreciate y'all watching. Y'all take care. God bless. Until the next video, we'll see you later.